Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordamt and we are going to continue our playthrough of Pathfinder Kingmaker in Last Azlanti. So, before we head out to adventure some more, we are going to go into our main square because I have decided that I want to pick up certain items from the merchants. So these are some items that I showed in the previous episode, but at the time I didn't really spend a lot of time deciding if I wanted to purchase them or not. But before starting this video, I did think about it and I am gonna purchase some things. And these are things that I usually buy pretty much every time, and they've never done me, well, they've always served me well is what I mean to say. I'm gonna sell some stuff here that I will never use. This longsword +1 and the quarterstaff +1, and even this heavy shield +1 I will never really use, so I can just sell those. The armors for right now I can keep in case I find a use for them. And what I want to buy is, most importantly of all, I'm gonna be taking the full plate +1. This is gonna allow Valerie to have a little bit more AC. And I'm also gonna pick up Flame Guard for the very same reason. So, especially at this point in the game, my front line really is like the most crucial part of my party. I want them to stay alive as long as possible. So, these will be picked up. And I was considering the ring maybe for Cordampina, but I don't think it's really necessary right now, and it's 4,000 gold. And it's not like we're swimming in gold. And I'm also gonna pick up the Eyes of the Eagle. This is just, you know, a passive way to get some more perception checks. So it's nice to have. It's not very expensive, so I think it's good. And that's all that I want. So, a decent sized investment, but hopefully it will be relevant enough for it. So we can see right here that one of the main differences here that might not be obvious from the start is that we can see that the full plate +1 is only one more AC than the half plate +1. But if we notice, we're at 26, but if I equip it, we go up to 28. So the reason why that is because of this little statistic over here. This 1 max dexterity. This means that this armor allows Valerie to use 1 point of bonus dexterity for her armor class. While if we look at this one, it does not allow for any of that. So since she has a +1 in dexterity, this will allow her to use it, thus increasing the AC by 2 instead of just by 1. For the shield, we just get 1 more AC, we get some more reflex points, and we also get fire resistance, quite good. For Eyes of the Eagle, she's not using any helmet slot, so pretty much everything went to Valerie. She's gonna take this and she will now be the person with the most perception. I think pretty close to what Cordampina has right now. Yeah, 11. I would have given it to Cordampina, but she's already using a +2 wisdom helmet, which is more important for her. I'm also gonna level up my characters. Well, not her, because it doesn't matter right now. But the ones I'm using as advisors, I'm gonna level up. So this is why I'm leveling them up. We can get more ability score points. In this case, I'm gonna go for 1 more in wisdom, up to +4. This shouldn't really matter. I don't intend on using Tristian. But just by doing this level up, he is now a better advisor. Because I do believe that he uses wisdom in his spot. Lindsay, she's not our advisor just yet, but she will be used as an advisor later on in the game. So I can just give her some points over here. Actually, I prefer like here. And again, I'm not planning on using her, but if I do use her, heroism and mirror image are always decent choices. Level ups done. And we are going to try and see if we can advance the quests enough, or the world state, to where we can pick up a new companion. Because I believe that right now we cannot get it. I'm gonna double check, but I don't think we can get it. Come on. Okay. So the bald hilltop here is where the ancient curse quest will take place. I don't think we can do anything there just yet, but I might also check it. But my companion is going to be right here, in a ford across the Skunk River. Now, if I remember this right, I believe that if you go over here right now, he will not be available. I feel confident that what I'm saying is correct. Yep, he's not here. There will be an event on this little river later on. But I think we have to get a notification first in our kingdom about some problems before we can come back over here. But rest assured, we will be coming back to this area. So I will try and see if going to the Bald Hilltop right now does anything. I don't think it does, but I don't remember too well. And since I don't remember too well, I'm also going to take the opportunity to show something else while we're here. So, first thing to say, especially if you're playing in Last Azlanti, if you are unsure of what's ahead, because you don't know or because you don't remember, and honestly, if you're playing Last Azlanti, I would hope it's because you don't remember, because if it's because if you don't know, you will likely die. But if you don't remember, my suggestion is buff up, because if there is a fight, you at least have a chance. And I will take the opportunity now to talk a little bit about buffing in the game. So, as we've seen thus far, I have used several spells to buff my party throughout the episodes, and I have done so manually. And you can do this manually and just keep on buffing every single time. That's perfectly viable, but you will know, or you will learn that after a while, and especially once you start getting some more levels and more spell levels, that there really are a tremendous amount of buffs in the game. And if you do it by hand every single time, let me just pause this because the rain is very loud, it can get tiring very quickly. So what I would advise is for you to use mods for this purpose. Again, you can do it without mods, that's perfectly a reasonable choice, but it's your choice. Personally, I like using mods for this kind of thing. And the ones I will mention here, I just pressed Ctrl F10, which is just the shortcut for the Unity mod manager. We will see 3 mods over here. So, the really important ones that I'm going to talk about are Buffbot and Pathfinder Auto Buff. I have Bag of Tricks here and I will mention it briefly. The reason why I have this here, and honestly I don't even know how to use this. I think it's the first time that I'm opening up this mod actually. But this is kind of the... let me go back. In Wrath of the Righteous, I have used Toybox for testing out new builds, or sometimes for fixing broken quest states or some kind of bug that may have corrupted my, my current playthrough. And Toybox is really very, very useful in Wrath of the Righteous. I don't believe there is Toybox for Kingmaker. I can actually double check again and I'll let you guys know in the next episode, but the one that I did find at the time was Bag of Tricks. So again, I've never used it, but the reason why I have it here is mostly because if something bugs in my game, or if for some reason some kind of save state gets corrupted, since I'm playing Last Azlanti, I only have one single save file, and I would hate for the playthrough to, be over because something got corrupted and I cannot fix it. So Toybox for Wrath of the Righteous or Bag of Tricks for Kingmaker, these can actually help you fix some of those weird states. That's the reason why I have it here. I've never used it before. I hope that I never have to use it, but I just have it here anyway, and I thought it would be worthwhile to mention to you guys as well. It can be useful for a lot of things, but the ones I'm going to talk about are these over here. So I will start with Buffbot, which is the one that I actually use the least. Buffbot, what this allows you to do is you can create certain profiles. For example, for a frontliner, an animal companion, range damage, communal, main character sorcerer, etc, etc. And then what you can do for each of these profiles is you can add spells to them. So if we look at an example I had here from a previous playthrough, I have my main character Sorcerer. And when you select this profile, you will get a list of spells that are currently available to your party. In this case, it's spread out through multiple pages, right? And what you can do looking at this is you can pick spells as you like. For example, if I want Blur, I can click Blur or Bull Strength or whatnot. And what this means is you are telling this mod what buffs you want on the character you have chosen. Or sorry, on the profile you have chosen. So I could say for this profile I want Blur, I want Cat's Grace, and I want other things like Expeditious Retreat, Mage Armor, Mirror Image, blah blah blah. And then what you do is you go back to the main tab and you can say something like, okay, so on Cordampt, it actually lined up quite well. On Cordampt, I want to use the profile MC Sorcerer. So I'm assigning this profile to this character. And if you press execute, what this means is that all of these profiles or all of these characters will get buffed by the spells that you specified in their respective profiles. Now, I find that this mod can be a little bit weird to use. You have to assign priorities to the people who are going to cast the spells first. Sometimes it may lead to you having someone be completely drained of their level 1 spells, for example, where you didn't want that to happen. It can be tricky to use, but it's still a good mod. I don't use it because I prefer to have some more control. But just know that this one exists, and if you want to try it out, you know, it's a good thing to have. What I do use is the Pathfinder auto buff. And for this one I will exemplify right now. So in this case I don't really know if I'm gonna have a fight or not. I don't think I will, but I might. So what you can do with this mod is you have queues. And you can go for queue recording and say I want to start recording a new queue. And I could say something like I'm gonna call it long duration spells. And you can even notice on this section here, which is empty, I'm gonna press save here and close it. And what I'm doing right now is I'm recording a sequence of spells. So let's say that I want Octavia to cast Mage Armor on herself, and I want my Sorcerer to do the same thing on himself, and then I want Rigongar to do the same thing on Cordampina, and also on my Leopards. And I could say, okay, so what other long duration spells do I have? So I have, for example, Heroism and Remove Fear. Let me just make sure that she can cast this. So I could cast Heroism on Rigongar and Heroism on Amiri and Remove Fear on the party. And let's say that from Cordampina I want to have Barkskin on Valerie. And I'm not actually sure if the mod works well with bonded holy symbols. We're gonna find out. And Barkskin on my main Leopard here. Okay. So, if we open up the mod again, now we can see that we have a recorded actions list. So, my character cast on himself Mage Armor. Octavia, same thing. Rigongar cast on Cordampina and my Leopards. And then you have Heroism, Remove Fear, and Barkskin. Okay? So, now we can press Save Queue. And now, if we go to our queues and we reload the data, it even shows over here long duration. So what this means is that if now I go into a new map and I want to buff my party with all of the long duration spells that I have, all I have to do is select the proper queue. In this case I only have one, long duration, and then press this button here to play, and they will, you know, play out that sequence so you don't have to do it by yourself. In my opinion, this is extremely useful, and I always play these games with these kinds of mods. So let's see if there's something over here. I don't think that is, but... Yep, because it's still not the time to come to this region. A fragment of an ancient pillar covered with the letters of an unknown language. Yeah, so again, just like the Skunk River, this is right now empty, but later on you will have a reason to come here multiple times. Okay, so we're gonna leave this area. And now I actually have to decide what I'm gonna do. I think I can explore a little bit of the surrounding areas. We could go... what? We can go and check these out. This is very dangerous. I can pick up some stuff here. I mean, I guess I can go for this. I would say it's not advisable to come here very early. I will just wait for our characters to have a rest before we do that. Okay, she needs a rest. And let me see what's up with my barony. New merchants have arrived in the capital. Not sure if I get to do anything on that. Okay, so we are going to rest. But before we do so, I want to make sure that for this particular encounter that I have what I need. So I have sound bursts which could be useful. Just double check, because this is a dangerous area. But it will also give us some cool items as well. Do you have something that I might want? You have glitter dust, which will be very important here. And I think I want you to have one mirror image as well. And on this front, I think she is fine. Okay, let's rest.
Listen, Octavia, we're...
And again, I would advise coming to this area later on. I have done it a bunch of times already, and I've died to it a bunch of times already, so I feel like I can do this right now. So, I do know that this area is trapped, as can be indicated by this guy over here. Mutilated body looks like he was eaten by some rodents. And I'm actually going to do this. I knew I was gonna forget this sometime. I'm actually gonna give the eyes of the eagle to Cordampina, so she's even better at finding stuff through perception. Okay, there we go. How hard is it to do this? Yeah, difficulty class 21, so it's a good thing I did that. Let's take care of this.
Done and done.
What's that?
If I remember correctly, the outside area is safe.
I did as you asked.
336 experience for each trap. So if you want to maximize experience, you can even just come over here,
I did as you asked.
disarm all the traps and then leave.
You see that?
Because the combat encounter in the cave is what's really dangerous.
Done and done.
I can see
What's
my
that?
destination.
I did as you asked.
And also remember that we swapped to hard. So this is a difficult fight, or a dangerous fight, especially if you aren't prepared for it. Even on challenging, and you know, as you go up in difficulty, the harder it gets naturally.
Focus on the goal.
So I do want to be careful. Are these all the traps? Okay, I think they are. So let's go back over here. You go back to your thingy, and you can take this.
Without a doubt.
And now we have to be really careful. So first of all, let me check. I actually don't have protection from fire. Or sorry, resist fire. So, unfortunately, I am actually going to abort my plan. My apologies. I thought I had a resist fire scroll. I do not. Because there is going to be a guy doing a lot of fire damage in there. And I don't want to do this without having resist fire. But essentially, you're going to have some invisible enemies there that you do need to be very well prepared for. Otherwise, they will just rip you to pieces. Okay, let's go explore this area here. Trail in the hills. This area features a somewhat powerful enemy because he attacks a lot of times per turn, and he will actually not be visible as you go in, so you're basically gonna get ambushed, let's say. So we are gonna put our mod to use here. We can see it in action, so I'm gonna use my long duration Q, and we can see our characters doing their thing. Yep, and she did not like the bonded holy symbol here, which is a shame. So there are some things that you may have to do manually still. It's what we have. The mod for buffing in Wrath of the Righteous is a lot better, but for right now we're gonna stay with this. And I guess I can also take the opportunity to record a new queue, which is gonna be okay, so this is saved, so cancel and clear. And we're gonna start recording another one called medium duration. Start recording, yeah. So now I would want something like, let's say, Expeditious Retreat on Valerie. You can have shields and mirror image. And you're gonna give blur to Valerie and our leopard. And you want to make yourself larger. You are gonna give Shield of Faith to both leopards. Okay. Now, Cordampina will give Magic Fang to that guy. We're gonna give Bull Strength to Rigongar. We're gonna bless everybody. Shield of Faith on Rigongar as well. And I think that from her that's all.
I'm up for an adventure.
I want Reduce Person on myself. You are going to increase the size of Valerie. Not Valerie, Amiri. Cast Mirror Image. And give Bull Strength to Amiri as well. And I think that that's all that I want in terms of medium buffs from my friends here. Yep. So again, we can see the list. We can save. We can go to queues. We can reload data. And now we have it available here as well. Okay. So eventually we're gonna start to have to handle this mod a little bit more, but for right now this is enough. And if I want short duration buffs, I can also record it. For right now I'm not gonna bother with it, but just take Divine Favor, get your armor back on so you don't die, please. You can have Arcane Weapon Enhancement, and you can drink your mutagen, and that's it. So let's move in. And let's be cautious. And I really want to make sure that the people in front are my leopard and Valerie. You have your armor, don't you? You do. let's start singing, because I think I already heard a roar.
Stand with
Yep.
me.
We have a mature leopard over here. It might seem like it's just an animal level 10, which is double our level, but this guy attacks a lot of has a lot of attacks per turn, and he does hurt. So he's focusing on the right target. Let's move in. Okay, everybody's focused on the right guy. I'm gonna use Rigongar with Arcane Accuracy once its turn starts getting a little bit more on his time. Try to disable him. Try to blind him. What's his reflex? It's 15, so it's not gonna work. And why don't you have your magic missiles over here? So magic missile on him. Or actually, you can glitter dust, and I will magic missile. Okay. And Amiri is stuck. No, she's fine. Charge, rage. Okay, and he's dead. Now, did this seem very overkill for this leopard? Maybe it was, but
Destination.
again, last Azlanti. I don't want to die. And there's a lot of different levels like this throughout the game, with many different kinds of enemies. Some are more dangerous than others, naturally. Believe me, this enemy can actually be quite difficult or quite dangerous. There's been a bunch of times when I come to this trail in the hills, I forget what's in here, and I decide to go and scout a little bit, because usually you can find your enemies before you engage in combat. And this guy just ambushes me and he kills off one of my party members because I wasn't buffed properly. We got a composite short bow +1. Don't think this matters. And we leave. How much did he give me in terms of experience? Oh, I can't see it here. Damn it. Okay. So, what else am I gonna do here? I don't think I want to start exploring that region yet. New event. What is it? Okay, new merchants. Sure. I'm essentially waiting for an event to take place. Old Mesa. No. Thank you. Don't like that. Glade in the wilderness.
I need to catch
Okay.
my breath.
So, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna come over here just for resting. There's no point in risking an ambush if I'm this close to my capital. So I just pressed R here for resting.
Aye.
And now we can leave. Do you have something new for me? I might have picked something up. Ah, just 200 gold. Guess we're gonna leave. With the same people. And we can go explore one of these places we found while traveling just now. So I guess we can begin by this one over here, the Glade in the Wilderness. Something that we also want to prepare ourselves for, although it's not as difficult as some other fights. Ooh, the Ruined Watchtower. That's gonna be an important place for us to check out as well. And this one, if I remember correctly, there's some enemies outside and then a cave area. Okay, so for the enemies outside, I think I'm good with just having the long duration buffs cast. And you can see right now how this mod will save us a lot of time here.
I can see
Okay,
my
so let's
destination.
scout. We have wolves from Silence Pack. Let me put on my armor again. Okay. I believe these two are alone here. So I think just charging them
I'm listening.
with everybody is gonna be enough to put an end to this.
Well,
Actually, you guys don't charge. You guys just run in. And you are fine, and you are fine, and you are
Let us
fine.
not hesitate. Consider me provoked.
Okay. Nice crit. There's another one at least. Let's do things right. There's two more.
here.
So again, my front line will charge, my back line will not.
Together
So
we
you
are
two just walk in.
Our time has come. This is for you.
Okay, don't get messed up.
I'll cut you.
Awesome.
Focus on the goal.
Pick up stuff from over here, skin the beasts as well. I think there's an item somewhere around here. Oh, there you go. Just some monies.
Success.
And here I do believe we're gonna have a more difficult fight. And I don't exactly remember where it's gonna start, so I'm gonna buff right now. Okay. I think we're only missing Rigongar. And that's done. So, again, just another showing of why this mod can save you a lot of time. Let's move in. We have some more wolfies.
Without a doubt.
But I think this time it's a bunch of wolfies. Yeah, this is like a large area, I believe. Okay, so you can sing and you can charge along with our leopards. And you two can also charge because you are enlarged, which means you have reach, so you are safer. There we go. That's what I like to see. This is what we want. Our leopard took some heavy hits there. Probably outside. So let me just take care of this. Should be enough.
I can see my destination.
And this fight actually has some interesting details to pay attention to, because there will be some enemies over here, but you will also get ambushed from behind when you start doing this fight. So make sure you leave some people capable of holding a threat, like leopards or Valerie or something like that, in the back line, otherwise you might get yourself killed very easily.
I am your shield.
So you guys can go, everybody charge.
I'll fight if I have
To
to.
victory!
These are still fine. Now here is when we have to be careful. So I want to make sure that I have
Let us not
my back line in this little corner.
I need to concentrate.
And I think I'm gonna leave Valerie
Don't hesitate.
in the back to hold the line, while the rest of my front line will go and fight over here.
A simple request.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything, but I think I'm okay.
Here I am.
Divine favor.
See.
Our time has come.
Are we blessed? We are blessed. I think we're good.
Never stop learning.
Drink that.
You can count on me.
Give me this here. Alright, let's see if we don't get ourselves killed. I will charge in with my leopards on different areas, but I will have both Rigongar and Emiri focusing the same one. You enrage, you enchant your weapon, and you stay where you are. Yeah, there's a few enemies here. So Valerie, you just stay there. All of you shoot this guy. Okay, good, good. Yeah. They're starting to come in.
Let us strike as one.
Okay. Silent the Wolf Alpha is their leader. I would like you guys to kind of hurry up. You start singing. I will actually swap my backline to focus on the enemies over here. So let's say Valerie will focus on this guy. I'm gonna start killing this guy here. Let's throw a burning arc. And I think I will try to blind them. Okay, where are they? They're over there. My people over here are doing just fine. Only 2 enemies left. Cordon Pin, let's see if we can stun them with the sound burst. And Valerie, hold on. Okay, Burning Arc doing some decent damage. Good. She's fine. Blur. Okay, let me see. Blinded, and stunned. Okay, so our disabling attacks are doing very, very well. I'm gonna focus on using magic missiles on their main guy. You guys are almost done, so you can come over here. You guys just ignored Valerie. You bitches. Okay, Rigongar. No. No, no. No, no. Stun right now. And I don't actually want to move because I will trigger an attack of opportunity, so I'm just gonna stay here. And hope that this stuns. And you two try and kill this bitch. Yeah, sometimes they love going for their main character. So we do need to be careful about that. Okay. Because again, let's not forget that they might not be able to kill my party. They were in no position to be able to do that. But if your main character dies, the game is over, so. Very important to keep our main man here alive. Okay, I think, I'm gonna double check. But I believe that this area is completed. Yep, nothing else over here. How much experience do we get? Like 162 for a normal wolf. What about silent? 270. Okay.
Focus on the goal.
So this area is done, my friends. We shall go for the next one. And if you see me resting a lot, it's not necessary to rest this much. Or at least not in the way I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go back to my capital here to do so. The reason is also because I'm trying to make time pass to trigger certain events. So since I'm trying to do that, might as well come over here, check on my barony stats, and have a free and safe rest. Okay, so first of all, what we have on Middle Earth. You failed this, you suck. Okay. Event of the month. This is opportunity. You can go here now. And that's all we had. We have a rank up for Tristian, but he's now training Harem. Okay. let's rest. And let's go back out. I will only feel a little bit safer when these enemies start rushing my main character, when I have mirror image, and also when I have certain things from Arcane Trickster, where you can go invisible at will, kind of. Okay, let's take care of the old Mesa. How long do we still have for this? 19 days, it's fine. Okay. On this one here, I think the enemy in question is not particularly threatening. Oh, I forgot to... Okay. I forgot to check what we got from the other place. But again, we are going to buff regardless. I won't bother with medium buffs, I think it's fine. From newest to oldest. Yeah, so basically we got the sight +1. We're not gonna use it, but if you wanted to use Jaethal with her chosen weapon, then you have the sight +1 to give her. I think this guy is also hidden. No, he's just over there. Greater Werewolf.
There are many roads to success.
Although I do think he has a lot of AC. Okay, so again, if you are unsure if an enemy is gonna be tougher or not, buff up. I have the feeling that this guy is somewhat hard to hit. So giving our people, you know, enlarge and bull strength and stuff like that will help us out. So you have your arcane weapon enhancement.
I can see my destination.
And if he just dies very quickly, then all the better for us.
Adventure.
Give the order.
Sing, charge, charge, charge,
One shouldn't brag
Charge,
about a big sword if they
and
can't
charge.
carry one.
You can rage,
Knowledge is the
magic missile,
Here.
magic missile. Okay, well that also works. But blowing people up is exactly how you want most of the fights to go. If you have a chance to not give your enemy a chance to fight back, take it. Don't allow them to do anything. Especially on some other very annoying enemies that we're gonna face throughout the game. That's even more relevant. Anything else over here? I don't think so. No. Okay. Another area done. And it's also interesting to clear all of these little optional, I guess you can call them locations, because there's another location, a very important location, I believe like over here somewhere, where you will have a quest to kill off dangerous enemies throughout the map. And you can only access a certain area and certain items and a certain enemy if you do that. So I tend to just clear out all of these areas because they give you experience, they give you some items, and they also might progress that particular quest. So let's go to our Barony again. And try to finish off this episode with, I guess you could say, the most exciting fight that we can get throughout this episode.
I must replenish my powers.
We are going to rest. But before we leave, we are gonna purchase those scrolls that I did not have before. So no new events here. I need to speak with Mr. Jod, because I do need some cleric scrolls. Well, not cleric scrolls, but scrolls that he sells. Because again, we do not want to make a mistake here. So he's around here.
How may I serve?
And what I want is a scroll of protection from fire, communal. And I do want protection. And I will also get 2 scrolls of resist fire, communal. The extra one is just for the future in case I need it. And I think that's all that I can get here of use. Yeah, I believe so. So, take these, sell some stuff, why not? This as well. And this as well, I'm not gonna use it. Okay. And now we can leave. And hope that I'm not being too cocky by trying this fight right now. Because if I wanted to be extra safe, I would not go for this fight right now. There's no real need for it. It's just because I'm trying to pass some time without having to skip days. And, you know, since it's a fight that I know that a lot of people try to do early on in the game, well, I guess I can try and show it how you do it in the early stages of the game. So, Rat Nuke Hill, travel. But again, I will say this again, you don't need to go for this area early on. It is extremely dangerous. I would advise caution and coming here later. But if you are stuck here and you want to do this, hopefully I can show you how. Alright, so are there any scrolls I might want to use besides my current spells? Not really, right? I don't think so, at least. Vanish might not be bad, but not at start, I think. Okay, you take this. Let's not mess around. In terms of potions, I might want to drink this on my main character, at least to start. I think that's basically it. Okay. So I am gonna buff as much as I possibly can for this. So take this out. Let's do our usual routine. Everybody's buffed. Go for medium duration. Okay, now the reason why I'm considering giving my character here a potion of invisibility is because he still doesn't have mirror image. And if the enemies in here decide to go for him early on, he doesn't really have much in a way of defending himself. That's why I'm concerned. I'm gonna give him some more defenses.
What you want?
You buff up with this. You do that.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay, I think we are good in that regard. Put your armor back on. And let's buff ourselves up with this. So, protection from fire, communal. Are you gonna make me cast it from the scroll? Okay. Who has the highest magic device? 6, 10... So, Rigongar. Give me those. I forgot he had this. Okay. So take that and take this.
Where to now?
Okay, so resist fire and protection from fire are gonna be very important. And we are gonna pray that they focus our front line and they don't want to go for our back line. I'm gonna turn off your AI. You are gonna drink a potion of invisibility. And let's go in. It's actually over here, the entrance. I think I triggered the trap. I just heard that little bell sound.
I'm listening.
Start singing, and I'm gonna send my leopards in the front.
We will prevail.
There we go. So here we have these wererats. And if we analyze them, they might seem actually quite easy, right? They're just level 2, but they are rogues. They have 10 damage reduction, with the exception of silver, which we don't have any weapons made of silver right now. They have an AC of 25 on hard. And they hit very, very hard, and they are invisible. And by being invisible, and if your characters don't have something like True Sight, they will target your flat-footed AC, which is a big deal.
Do not falter.
So, everybody over here can start engaging in this fight. There will be more. So you can enrage and go for this guy. You can go for him. Leopard, come over here because there's one guy over here as well. There we go. So keep them occupied. And what we can do to help out... Maybe I was a little bit overcautious with my main character. I don't think they would ever go for him. At least not in the style that they are now. What we can do to help is use glitter dust, because this will make them visible. It will make them easier to hit, and it will also make it so that they are not targeting our flat-footed AC. So glitter dust over there, glitter dust over here. Where are you going, Rigongar? Okay, he went the long way around, so now I'm gonna have to stick here so he doesn't get attack of opportunity. You can see right now 27 sneak attack damage, which is not pleasant. I'm gonna try and heal my friend here. I will have to change the position of my glitter dust so I don't hit Rigongar. So like over here should be good. Game, are you targeting the right place? I hope you are. My leopard's gonna die. Okay, glitter dusted. So they are both visible now. This one is also blinded, which is awesome. My leopard went down. That was kind of to be expected. So I'm not gonna bother healing just yet. I'm gonna try and stun this guy. And since they are focused on the front line, we're gonna turn AI back on and try to nuke them as hard as possible with our magic missiles and burning arcs as well. And this is why we have protection from fire and resist fire. There's this stupid little wererat over here, level 8 alchemist, who will throw fire bombs on top of your party. And they hurt a lot. So let's see if we can kill this guy off really quickly here. Just do this. And let me see if I can stun this guy with Cordampina. I don't know his reflex save. Otherwise I could go for something like Grease. Rigongar is tanking, but he has mirror image. And still, he takes a lot of damage. I'm actually gonna swap for healing here instead of going for the stun over there. Okay. The problem with the heal is that I'm also healing the wererat. This guy is actually level 8 as well. Now, what I'm trying to understand is, I don't believe my magic missiles are hitting. Why is this guy immune? Okay, I wonder if he has shield or something like that. Okay, let's swap for touch attacks. And I will try to disable that guy over there before he kills us all. Let's cast a grease over there. Cast a grease over there. And I would actually love to move Rigongar out of the way. I don't want him to be tanking this, so just move. That's fine. He's going for Valerie. Move back in. Okay, reflex save on the grease. Let me see. He has a plus 14, so not really gonna expect him to be vulnerable to that. I will instead try to blind him. And if I can spread people around, that would even be better. So you go over there. Okay, glitter dust. He is blinded. Okay, good. Where are you guys going? Let's try and stun. Go over there. Come on, man. Kill this guy. Target his touch AC. Or actually just give him a bonus to attack bonus on Mr. Rigongar there. Burning Arc, please. You are enraging. Okay. Reflex save. Come on, people. Critical hit, 22. I wonder if I should try and kill this guy first, but he has displacement for 15 seconds, which sucks. I'm gonna try and blind him again. And this is why this area is dangerous. Come on. Yeah, the protection from fire wore off. So I do have to start healing our people. Okay, so you drink this. Ah, God, man. Let me see if I can interrupt him with my leopard here. You drink your potion, please. Valerie is also getting low. Drink a potion. Okay, I want to see if I can kill that guy. Glitter dust. Okay. We are far away from that guy, so we shouldn't be able to heal him with our channel positive energy, although we will heal this one, which sucks. Come on, guys, you can do this. Okay, I have to move Rigongar. And I'm very much afraid that we might be in real trouble here. He went down.
You're using it wrong.
Okay, okay, he went down. He went down to grease, I believe, or to a trip attack from my leopard. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. Let's make this work. This is why you don't come here. You don't come here early. You really don't want to come here early. Blessing of the Faithful on her. I'm gonna try and rush this guy here. So you know what? Maybe just stack this. Okay, Rigongar, go. He's gonna go down. He's gonna go down. He's still alive. He rolled low there, which is good. Keep healing. Okay, Grease sent him down. I'm gonna grease this guy up as well. Man, but just look at how hard it is to hit these people. Oh, you utter bitch. No. Move. Okay. This guy is still going strong. He's focusing on a meaty, and meaty might just die here. I will try to move her. Okay, also maybe send that bomb over there might be better, yeah. Okay.
Fight if I have to.
You've made your choice.
Oh, thank God.
Die for me.
Buff up. Okay, so fire damage is no longer a concern. At least not for right now. Octavia, you are shooting this guy. I am shooting this guy. Cordampina is buffing our friends. Oh, God. Ooh, good. Heal. Kill the bitch. Oh. Yes, so don't come here early. Don't do it. It's not wise. It's really not wise.
Focus.
It is really not wise. Now, the payoff for doing this is that you get a couple of nice things, but it is not worth it at all. You get a belt of incredible dexterity, which is, you know, useful. You could give it to someone like, for example, my main character. It could go for Octavia. And I think in this case it will actually go for probably Octavia. Yeah. Pad armor +1, leather armor +2. Then you get a shock short sword, which is actually quite good because it's expensive. It's 2000 gold. It deals 1d6 damage. It has an enhancement of +1, so +1 to hit and +1 to damage. And it will also give you a +1d6 electricity damage as well. So this can actually be a lot of damage very early on in the game. And then you also have a kukri +1 and a keen kukri +1. So as a reminder, keen just means that the critical threat range of the weapon is increased. So this actually hits a critical hit between 15 and 20. And from this guy over here, we have also something very interesting. We have a headband of vast intelligence +2, which we will want. It's very, very handy. And we also have a bombardier's vest. So it's a light armor, leather armor +1, that provides the wearer a +2 bonus on attack rolls with bombs and similar weapons. So this will be very, very helpful, especially when we get a new companion into the party. The sooner we can get him, the better. He would have come in handy here. I don't think I have anybody to give any of these things right now, so I'm good on that regard. And just before we finish, I would love to be able to pick these up without getting stuck on the grease. Oh, nice. Cool, okay. But yeah, even though we had a lot of reflex save, multiple stacks of grease do help out a lot in disabling those enemies. And this guy down here, he was actually the toughest one out of them all. I did not actually remember that this would be the toughest one. I usually am more worried about this guy here. And it's also easy to understand that if you come here without having protection from fire and resistance from fire, like I was in the previous time I came here, you will just die, very likely. Okay. But I will admit, I was nervous there. I was. Let's come down here. This is something that I usually leave for, you know, much later in the game. Especially if I don't have anyone that benefits from either of these items we just picked up. There's really no point in coming here very early. It's just very, very dangerous. And it doesn't benefit you in any great way. But yeah, this will be the episode for today, my friends. As always, I want to thank you all for being here with me in the channel, watching some Pathfinder Kingmaker in Last Azlanti. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. Many more videos coming out soon. And I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe everyone.